Welcome everybody to this video of the next supercomputer build for I do a lot of video editing, and it's been about 4 years since I built a new computer. I did some research and I came up with these parts, and I want to go over all these parts to let you know what they are and why I'm putting them together with this particular system. So the combination between Newegg and Amazon organized everything into lists, PC parts picker, and narrowed it down to this final build of components. So let's get started. So let's start with the things. The main thing, the main reason I built this system. I've been building Intel systems for 20 years now. I can't remember the last time I built an AMD system. Maybe, I don't know. It's been a long time. I can't remember when. But now, with this new processor right here, this one right here, it's a fantastic. It's the 3950X Ryzen. This gets so many good reviews, so I had to give it a try. And for the money, it blows away the Intel counterparts. So this is going to be the main brains of the system. It's 16 threads, 16 cores, 32 threads. It's a monster. It really is a monster. So that's the first part that we're going to use in this. The main part we're going to use in this system. And actually, when I put that on, we got this little thermal grizzly stuff. We got to put that on, right? We need the compound. So we got to have decent compound. I did reviews on this, and this is the one that I think is the best for the system. So this is the video card I'm using. So this is EVGA. The RTX 2080 Super, the Ultra FTW3. One of the reasons I picked this one, it has a good thermal profile, and it also, the fans are RGB. Everything's going to be, the main thing of this build is going to be, everything's going to be RGB on this thing, because you'll see why when we get to the end of this introduction of these parts, why I'm going with RGB. The main brains of the system, I went with the MSI Meg X570 Ace. One of the main reasons I went with this one here is because it's PCI 4 enabled. So this is going to be, and we're going to utilize some of that stuff in our systems. PCI 4 enabled is great, and I can't wait to give it a try to find out how it works when I build the system. So I can't wait. Got to keep the processor cool, so I'm going with the Cooler Master Liquid ML240P Mirage. This got good reviews. Last time I built a system, I went with the Kraken, but I'm going to go with this one. I like the RGB. The RGB is where it's at for this build. So again, it's got the RGB on it. So, and by the way, it all gets controlled by the motherboard. The motherboard can control all of the lights in the system, so that's great. That'll be great. The memory, again with the theme of RGB, we have the G-Skill, the Trident Neo. This is a 64 gigabyte kit. Again, RGB is the theme here. So this is DDR 3600, 416 gigabyte chips. I like EVGA components, so we went this with the 850 G2. I put 1,000 watt in the last system I built, and some people thought it was too much, and it probably was overkill, so I ratcheted it back a little bit. But this is one of the highest rated ones you can get, EVGA Whisper Silent. This is the only thing that's not RGB. Premium cable kit, and I'm going to put that, premium cable kit, I'm going to put that in the system. So this has, I'm going to scrap the cables it came with and put these cables in there. More work, but it'll look a lot nicer because of the case, and you'll see what the case looks like when we get to that. But anyway, these cables are all, I went with blue. They're all flat cables. So it's a whole kit, so it'll be nice when it's all done. So it'll have a little blue theme inside there. Should be fantastic. Okay, let's go with the storage. So I got these, one of the few drives out there for this PCI 4 system. It's because, like I said before, it's a PCI 4 system, so I wanted to get all the benefits from the PCI 4. So I went with the Sabin Rocket. So this thing here, as you can see, is a 1 terabyte PCI 4 M2 drive. So this would be a screen. But this is going to be on my main boot drive. The main boot drive, I'm going to put Windows on. And then I went ahead and got me another one of these drives. This is a 2 terabyte drive. Like I said, this is going to be mainly for this is going to be for video editing. This is going to be my render drive. This is the drive I'm going to use for put all the files on it to edit them in Premiere Pro. So this would be pretty cool. And I have to have backup storage. So for the storage drive, I went with the Toshiba X300. I've always built systems with Western Digitals, the black drives, but I went this time I didn't go with the black drive because there was no 10 terabyte drive. I wanted a single 10 terabyte drive. The last computer I built had too many drives in it, too many SSDs, and I think I had 2 regular spinning drives. This one I wanted to minimize and just go with this. The reason I went with this drive, it's a 10 terabyte because I have a Synology 10 terabyte backup NAS. So this will mirror this drive, will back up to that. So this will be where all the storage is at when I'm done working with the videos. Okay, for the case. This is the case I picked up. When I'm going to go the theme I want, like I said before, I'm going with an RGB theme. Everything's going to be RGB. It's going to be lights to the max. So to do that, I'm going to go with this clear case. This is all the sides are glass. Got a couple fans. This is the Cooler Master the H500M case. Did a lot of research on these cases, and this one I like because it has the all glass case. I wasn't going to build a big system again, but here I am building another giant case again. So, but some fans in the top here. Don't have them, but I got some more fans that are RGB to put into to max out the fans. We're going to put some of these Enermax RGB fans in there. Everything's addressable, so hopefully when I have this all finished, I will be able to control all the lights together, the motherboard lights, everything together. So that's different. Comes in a bag. Case in a bag. It's a case in a bag. That way I can carry it around. It's portable. This could be a laptop. These are just fantastic cases. I had a couple of these Cooler Masters now. Got a little filter box down here. So this case here has this front on it. And this panel here, that panel there, it goes to the front of this case if I want to have all glass. But I'm going to leave that open for ventilation. I'm not going to put this glass in there. So I like this case because when you turn the screw here and it opens up, it doesn't fall down. Just as easy to get that one off. Plenty of room in this thing. Plenty of room for what I'm going to need it for. The top is going to be the water cooler where you'll be able to see it's got some giant RGB fans in there. Those suckers are huge, man. Yeah, those are big ones. Wow. Thanks for watching. That's the introduction to the stuff I bought